What a time to be alive. First, the Packers have their unbelievable run. Then the Bucks win the championship. Now the Brewers. We've made the playoffs 4 straight seasons. 2 of those seasons, including this year, we won the division. We're divisional champs. What a time to be alive. Claws up, Milwaukee.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, about now, about now, about now.
What's popping, y'all? Oh boy. Welcome to another episode of Wisco Sports. Obviously, there's nothing really to talk about other than, oh wait, we're divisional champs. Who knew? I'm absolutely stoked because all year I was like looking at the Brewers as, are we a championship team? Are we frauds? I get pissed off by watching the hitting. I get questionable things from people, and I never know what to say about the Brewers. I mean, but we won the division, so that does say a lot because we were able to get, as of right now, I think we're at 94 wins, if I'm correct. And there's 6 games to go. We gotta still have a little road trip. We got to play the Cardinals and the Dodgers on the road, which kind of was hoping we'd clinch a little earlier at that point because, first off, the Cardinals, they've won 16 straight, so that's pretty scary. And the Dodgers are the Dodgers, so, it's interesting of what's going to happen. Speaking of which, thinking of what's going to happen, I'm very proud that this team is able to do the things that they're able to do. We have pitchers, we got a 1-2-3 punch in Woodruff, Burns, and Peralta. That's a good, tough punch. We also have relief pitchers. Now, also, shout out to Eric Lauer and Adrian Hauser. Really, both those guys stepped up. Lauer, I think, is going to be huge in the playoffs. He's a great lefty. I think that's going to be a huge thing. Now, of course, there's a lot of seasons, so I'm probably not going to talk until we get a preview of the series of what we face. Right now, we have the 2nd seed. We'll be either facing Atlanta or Philly. Right now, those 2 teams are pretty much in a dogfight for who's going to come out of there. I think at this point, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. The wild card game will be interesting. It's going to be either the Giants or the Dodgers facing the Cardinals, probably. So I have no idea what's going to happen. But this baseball season's just been really interesting. So anyways, I'm probably going to talk about who I think really deserves so much credit and who I think is, obviously this was a disappointing season for Yelich. Only 9 home runs and almost got about 49 RBIs or something. Like, he was pretty close. It wasn't that bad, but I expected more from him, but it's okay. It's all right. Just one bad season. The rest of the team did fine. Obviously the real reason why we are in this position is because of David Stearns, and he was able to make a trade that I remember making a video on this. I'm thankful it didn't get many views because it was kind of embarrassing because I actually pronounced his name wrong. And I was looking back at it and I was just laughing. I'm like, dude, how could I have been questioning this? When we traded for Willy Adames, I was so concerned because of his numbers coming out of Tampa. And I'm like, this is not going to go well. And if it wasn't for this trade, I don't think this team would have been anywhere. The way we were playing in April, I was shocked because I was like, half the team was injured and we were winning games, and then it caught up to us, and then in May, I'm just getting worried. I'm like, we need to make something happen. I'm scared, and then all of a sudden, kabang. We get Willie Adames, and he ends up being one of the best acquisitions we could have ever got. Ended up batting obviously he was batting under 200 with them, but now he was batting over 290 with us. It's crazy. I mean, it's great to see him do what he did, and a bunch of RBIs and 19 homers and stuff like that. It's great. And then we also trade for Eduardo Escobar in the trade deadline. Huge deal. Obviously, he was having an all-star season with Arizona. Why did I say San Francisco? But yeah, he was having an all-star year with San Francisco. Even Arizona. I'm really getting out of it right now. Arizona, and that's a great thing. We also got Rowdy Tellez, who ended up being a huge surprise trade, and he ended up being super good. But we got guys that can really do a lot. Now, I'm not saying our hitting is spectacular, because our hitting coach, I still think, should be fired, but that's a personal opinion. But we have guys that are pitchers that really know how to rake. We got guys that really play good defense. So, I think it's going to be it's going to be hard for teams to beat us, because if you're going into the 8th inning and you got to face Devin Williams and Josh Hader, I mean, hopefully it's a close deal, because Hader is definitely one of the best to do it. I mean, probably he is the best to do it. Our pitchers are just outstanding. Yeah, there's a couple that may suck, but if you have a lead, you got some guys in there that can either play in, and then one guy's struggling in another inning, you can put in someone like Brent Suter or Hunter Strickland or Jay Cousins if he's available. He's on the IL, and then Aaron Ashby is someone that I'm looking forward to. I think they're going to use him in the postseason just like they used Corbin Burns. I'm expecting a lot from him. He'll be probably starting next year. I'm excited to see that. Obviously, there's a lot of talk in the offseason about what things are going to happen, but yes, I'll obviously be doing my daily videos after games, talking about what I think will happen, but I don't know. There's a lot to talk about, but obviously we won't find out information until then, and then I'll obviously be doing my preview to the series. We still have another week of baseball, so let's have those starters rest up and be ready. I can't wait to see what happens. And then obviously I'll be giving out my awards for, anyways, I think everybody knows who I'm going to pick for MVP this year. There's no doubt in my mind that this year's MVP for the Brewers regular season is Corbin Burns. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, he deserves the Cy Young, even though everybody knows Scherzer's still going to get it, but it's going to be great. It's just, he's just been outstanding, and he's just doing his thing, so gotta love it. Our pitchers are the reason why we're winning, so gotta give credit to our pitchings. So anyways, I didn't want to talk much because there's another game I gotta watch. So I gotta get off this jersey and put on a Packers jersey and hopefully watch the Packers win a game. So anyways, it's Man Club Boy Bale. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, claws up Milwaukee, go Brewers. We'll see you next time.